Hello, Trinidad. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Here we are at our episode 2 of the Trinidad Craft Month. So there's so many great artists in our town that don't particularly have their own storefront. So the Historic Main Street Board has decided that we're going to showcase all of the artists that would like to come before us. And we are going to have all of the galleries, each artist is going to have a gallery at Trinidad Art Scene on Facebook. So you go to Trinidad Art Scene on Facebook, and then you'll see everybody's artwork. And all their contact info will be there, the prices will be there, each item will be there. There's a phone number, you can call them up and say, hey, can you make me a special thing? So anyway, that would be awesome. So this is episode 2. We're not sure how many episodes we're gonna have. We might surprise you. So, with no further ado, I would like to thank Trinidad's Higher Calling U and Trinidad's Higher Calling Wellness Center, Kim and Robert Schultz, for sponsoring episode 1 and episode 2. And here's their contact information, 846-0420. And they have been so generous to sponsor these for all the artists. So basically, this is free to the artists. So please support your local artists by purchasing their artwork. And you can also find this at YouTube at Trinidad Times TV 71. And we really encourage everybody to go to, even if you're not watching this on YouTube, go to this Trinidad Times TV 71 and subscribe. This is our only TV station. So we are hoping that in the future we can have cooking shows, we can have instructional art shows on this channel, but we have to support the channel by subscribing, which is also free. So everything is like no-brainer, people. Please do it for your community. So thank you so much, and our first artist will be coming up soon. Thank you. Hello, Trinidad. I'm Penny Saidi with the Main Street Board, and I'm here with local artist Raggio. He is a phenomenon in town, and I'm going to let him explain his history to you, and I might pop back in a few minutes. Take it away, Raggio.
Thank you. Yes, well, years ago I had that wonderful head injury that scrambled my brains enough to where forget about trying to be a forest ranger, get into art, and I did. And so once I got into art, it ended up being where I got on the potter's wheel, fast forward. In other words, when I got onto the potter's wheel, boom. This was the beginning of it all, where one of my earliest, the second day into pottery 1, when my pot got asymmetrical on the potter's wheel, dang, it wasn't perfect. So I cut it off and I threw it to the side, and as it hit the tabletop and collapsed, my brain saw a collapsed pot that looks like an expression. So I jumped up right away and put eyes and ear and a tongue, and then I realized, Raggio, you can never make a mistake in pottery. It's all okay. So that's been the birth of everything my brain's been going through. So important, and I share it with kids and yourself so you understand whatever you do in art, it's okay. Just do it, and then you'll make discoveries. Boom. So, to go on, after the expressions got going just recently, actually in the last 5-6 years, I've been allowing the unique expressions to take on a cliche. Like this has a broken train on top of the brain. And so this one is titled, Dang, You Broke My Train of Thought. So humor. So see, we got humor. And that's what's beautiful about life with your art approach. And go. So then now I'm moving along, and I realized I can never make a mistake in pottery. It's all okay. So I took off. So I would make nice symmetrical forms, and just as I picked this particular one up, what's neat, when I got out of college, I ended up getting into salt glaze firing, and that's what's unique about this piece of pottery here, where I would dot, with 3 different stains. And then I put it through a salt glaze firing, up to 2,360 degrees, and just poured the salt in the kiln, and then this kind of surface happened. And what I learned is that the rutile stain channeled all the other stains around it. Wow! So I learned a whole new thing just by experimenting. And for me, that's what life is all about, experimenting and playing. So that happened beautifully. And then just for the heck of it, then I got into, when I did my master's at San Diego State, I started using slabs of clay, and then I started making trays with 4 feet on the bottom, and then it has a hanger. So here, I'd like you to get a close-up where you'll see melted marbles in the bottom. And then when the marbles melted, wow, they look like fish. So in that blue water, wow. So it's just wonderful how your brain continues deciphering the abstract that life has to offer to you. Thank you. And so it's just wonderful to stay excited with your trick. See, it took an accident for me to find my trick. So be aware what you're up to for the rest of your life when you find your personal tricks. In the most recent times, I'm right here now. Months ago, I was doing these large forms and just using coil, ball, slab, inlane, okay, pick it up. Oh, okay. Okay, just, okay. Okay, so now you can see where I chose on my adventure with this one. Let's inlay brown clay into white clay balls. So I would actually roll out a thin brown coil, put it vertically like this, take one of my white clay balls and roll it haphazardly over the brown clay, and then put it in my palms and roll it through my hands to inlay. Many hours later, I'm done inlaying brown clay design into the white clay balls. Boom. And then they get into the piece later. Wow. So it's so wonderful to keep on inventing fresh energy, because we all have our personal energy, and we learn to release it in our wonderful way. It's so cool. And I'd even like to share a cool thought that came through the brain. This is what I call a gathered bowl. It ends up where this bowl came from a flat piece of clay. I rolled it out, I moved it out flat on the potter's wheel. I took a hard tool called steel blade and moved in slowly on an angle. And as I moved in tighter, I'll offer it, the edges, the circumference of the clay gathered. It came more together. And it gave me a decoration, a design. I'd never seen or done that before. So it's just outrageous how when you create abstract and it's all okay. Thank you. And so, see, it's all amazing how we take. Last thought here. It's a wonderful poem that came out of the brain, short one, and it reads, "A flare to dare. Don't even take a moment to care. Just take off on your magical flow, knowing that all efforts on a positive go. Chase that creative spirit. It is there to find. Just open up to experience fresh concepts for your mind. Good or bad, it's all okay and the same. If one never opens up to explore, what a shame. Enjoy." Yeah. So that's life. Enjoy your flow and let it go. Thank you.
Our next artist is Penny Saidi, and you might recognize her because she's on our board and you just saw in our commercials. And she's here with Penny's Pottery, and you've probably seen her around the community. She's been making pottery for many years, and she can make custom work if you're interested, as well as putting your name on some of her work. So welcome, Penny.
Thank you, KJ. Yes, I have been doing pottery for about 15 years, and I learned in San Diego. We were staying in San Diego during the summers because we had some rental properties there, and I actually learned from a Japanese potter, and he was so awesome. But anyway, so here's a few of the things that I do, and like KJ said, I'd be happy to do any kind of custom work, if you need a bowl like this, but you want it green, or if you have a picture of something you want, I can, for the most part, come close to what it is. KJ, are you?
Or if you break a bowl, if you break a bowl lid, she can make a new lid for you.
I did make
An antique, and she fixed it for me.
Thanks, KJ. Anyway, these are my tulip cups, and these are not made on the wheel. They're made as a slab, and it's a one piece. And they're a little bit tricky because once you roll the slab out, you have to get it to the perfect dryness so it won't crack, but it will still hold together and bend. So anyway, here is one that I've made, and it has somebody's name on it. So you can have your name on it if you want. I also do throne cups, and all of these different cups I'm going to show you a few of the colors. Also, I have a bunch of them that say Trinidad, Colorado.
You go that way. You go that way.
Oh,
I will
want to
have
take all of these?
Okay,
Okay.
one at a time.
Trinidad, Colorado. This one is a funky glaze, kind of wild, but it's so fun. Also, these cups come in right-handed and left-handed. So if you're right-handed, you want the handle on this side. If you're left-handed, you want it on this side, like KJ. Thank you, KJ. This is a plain one with a bunch of speckles in it. This one is called tourmaline. It's kind of turquoise green. I can't remember what the name of this color is. It's white with speckles.
This is a drippy.
This is drippy. Oh, this one I put a little glaze on the edge so it has a more interesting. Anyway,
Did we do that?
no. This one's called blue hydrangea, but it's actually purple with a lot of speckles. I guess I like speckles anymore. Anyway, it just makes it more interesting, I guess. Okay, so those are the cups. All of these cups are $20. And let's see here. See, here's right and left. Then I've made this butter dish, just a regular classic butter dish with the fancy handle. This is $20. These are garlic roasters. These can go straight onto your grill because as Rajio was saying, these have been fired to 2,300 degrees. So when people say, can you put them in the microwave? Can you put them in the oven? Yes, yes, in the dishwasher, on the grill. I use mine on the grill all the time. So I just chop the top of the garlic off, put a little balsamic vinegar and a little olive oil, and you put it in. Put this at the back of your grill. Then, while you're cooking your meat and other vegetables and stuff, this is cooking ahead of time. And when you're ready to serve, you can just peel off the roasted garlic.
So you fired it at what temperature?
2,300.
And where do you fire it?
I have a kiln at my house. I have a studio at my house. I have 2 wheels. And I've been thinking that maybe I would have like a few people after COVID to come to my house and we can have some lessons because it's really fun, relaxing. It takes all the stress out of your day. And basically what you're doing is playing in the mud.
And
Right?
is your kiln a propane kiln or electric kiln?
It's electric. Yes. I actually have propane for my house, so I could do propane kiln, but the one that I bought is electric. So anyway, this is a, we need to come,
You need to see
this
the
is a
color.
platter. I don't know, is that, can
You
you
need
see
to
the
see
color?
Yeah, you can see, here, let me,
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so this is called Blue Midnight, and it has all of these beautiful colors in one glaze. There you go. And right now I'm using a red clay because I made 160 plates for a restaurant, and I bought the clay for all those 160 plates, but it shrank, so I couldn't use it. So now I'm having fun with this red clay. This is the red clay.
So what does the red clay do differently than the gray or white clay?
So this, it takes the glazes differently. They do different things on different glazes. I mean, on different clays. So this tray is a sapphire, and I call it pebble tray because there's a pebble design in the middle, all over. So this is really awesome for rice or pasta. Okay, and then
So
this
where else
one.
can we see your pottery during non-COVID times, Penny? Tell the camera.
Okay, I often take my pottery to the farmer's market along with bread, jam, pickles, sauerkraut. I'm just a farmer's market person. I love the whole idea of it. Anyway, this dish, this is a pie plate, and my mom crocheted this doily, and then I pressed it into the clay. So you can have, and if anybody wants to save their, grandma's crocheting or knitting, I can press it into a clay piece, and then you'll have it forever, even if the thread disintegrates. Okay, also speaking of crocheting, I've had people ask me for these bowls that they put their yarn in here, and then it loops around here and comes through here, and that way it doesn't get tangled up. And it says stitch and bitch. Uh-oh, okay. I also have a smaller one, if you're using fine thread. Okay, here is a honey pot with a little bee on top, and the honey. There you go. I have several spoon rests. This one just came out of the kiln this afternoon. So that's $10.
So how long do you bake? Do you fire these?
They fire for about, it depends on your kiln, but my kiln is going about 8 hours.
Okay.
So
And how many of these cups can you fire at one time?
basically, probably most of the stuff on the table can all go into one kiln.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to have quite a load before you can fire. So anyway, this is also the pebble, and this is a bigger dish. This is a salad bowl or pasta bowl. Okay, let's see what else is down here. I think I showed you everything. Oh, here's one last bowl. This one has a little design on the bottom, little feet, and that's the inside. And this is a different glaze that mixes together nice. Okay.
And we can find you at.
We can find you at Penny. My email is Penny Saidi, PENNY SAEEDI @gmail.com, or you can always call me 859-2584.
And you can find her. You can find
We're
her.
listening to the train, so it's okay.
And you can find her at, of course, at the Trinidad Historic Main Street Board
Yes.
as our president.
Yep. So thank you so much, and if you need anything, let me know, and if you don't, thank you so much for watching and supporting our local artists. Have a great night. Bye. Hi, Trinidad. Here I am with local wood artist. Is that what I would say, Matt? Okay, local wood artist, Matt Arendt, and he is going to show us all of his beautiful work and tell us kind of how it's done. So take it away, Matt.
All right, thanks. Yeah, so I'm Matt. Do woodwork. Company's name is MDA Woodwork. It's all locally made, but I think the coolest thing about it is it's actually also all wood that I source, I cut in the area as well. So it's all local materials.
Nice.
Yeah, do a lot of wood turning, bowls, and other little things like these utensils and the snowman, cutting boards, other things as well.
How do you do wood turning?
So wood turning is you take a piece of wood, like a log, and you put it onto a wood lathe, and then you have a tool that you use to shape the wood.
And it's
With
spinning
the blade,
really
yeah.
fast?
It's spinning
Yeah.
really fast, and then your tool just kind of stays
Carves it out.
stationary and then
Wow.
carves and shapes the the wood.
That's awesome, and that's how you do the bowls?
That's how you do the bowls.
Oh, so that's like a potter's wheel.
Yes.
It's sideways,
Yeah, pretty much.
right? Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if we wanna take a closer look at some of
Sure.
these.
So what have you got here? Oh, look at, there's an ice cream scoop.
Yeah, a bunch of, little kitchen utensils.
Look at the beautiful wood, guys. Oh my gosh.
It's
So
pretty
how
nice
much would
stuff.
something like this cost?
All the utensils are 25.
25,
Yeah,
it's so
so they're
cheap.
kind of the stocking stuffer type of things.
Look at this, there's blue, what is this blue? Is it
The
a
blue is
resin?
an epoxy resin, yeah.
Oh,
So I
neat.
do a lot of, epoxy resin in this stuff. Yeah. People
That's
really
so
love it, but
pretty.
it also lets me use wood that, maybe I wouldn't be able to otherwise,
Okay, what's this for?
coffee scoop.
Oh, this is a coffee scoop.
Yeah, so with the.
I was
epoxy
thinking
resin-
that's a little too small for a drink. That's really neat how you put those all together.
Yeah, and it's nice because, a piece of wood that might have cracks or voids in it, naturally, without the epoxy resin, I might not be able to work with
To
it.
use it, right.
But by doing that, it really opens up a lot of other materials that, otherwise might just be firewood.
Yeah,
But by doing that, you take something that otherwise might not have too much use and turn it into a piece that's even more beautiful.
right.
Yeah,
So these are the little Santa Claus
yeah, some little Christmas ornaments.
Christmas ornaments. Oh, they're so adorable. Look at there. And how much are they?
20.
20. Now guys, wait till you see this bowl. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah,
How
that's
pretty.
probably the favorite thing I've ever made.
Oh,
It's
it
up
is
there.
so beautiful. It looks like there's several different kinds of wood in it.
It looks that way. It's one
Yeah.
type of wood, one
Wow.
chunk of wood, but yeah, obviously the red is the epoxy
love-
resin.
yeah.
But the rest of it is just natural wood.
Wow,
and it
how
just-
long would it take you to make this bowl?
Um,
With turning
hours
it
and
and
hours.
hours?
Yeah, because especially with the epoxy, there tends to be a lot of little steps. And just,
Sanding and, yeah,
and just going back and touching up one little thing here and there.
right.
Yeah.
So you have this bowl that has red on it, and then this one, let's see. Oh, look at that. That looks, oh, you just put it right around the knot. That is so pretty. Look at it on the inside. And how much would the bowls be?
And so I have a couple dozen bowls left, ranging in size from like this little guy there up to some salad bowl sized ones. And my bowls range from around $40 up to $300 for the really awesome one.
Fancy.
But yeah, they're most of them around
Oh,
90 to a
that
little over
nice.
100 each.
That kind of looks
Kinda
like a
average.
coconut.
Yeah,
It's really light too.
yeah, that one's really light.
Yeah,
That one's got really cool natural shape to it.
yes. That's so pretty. Okay, and now, oh, looks like we have a cutting board.
Yeah,
A
well,
cheese
cheese board, serving tray.
Beautiful handles here. Oh, wow. Come on, guys, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
I could never actually cut anything on this. I
Yeah,
guess you
one
just
really-
serve on it.
Yeah, that
You don't,
one,
it's
that
not,
one you'd probably just serve
Yeah.
on.
yeah. That's
I have
beautiful.
other cutting boards, that are.
They're
really kinda
actually
pretty.
cutting boards, not serving boards.
Yeah. And then one thing of note with all of my cutting boards and the bowls,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much anything that would come into contact with food, they all have a food safe finish on
Oh.
the inside the serving trays and the cutting boards.
Mhm.
They have food safe finish. So
That's
whatever
great.
use,
So you can
it
actually
opens up-
use
yeah,
them.
it opens up your use. I mean, like,
Yeah,
you can still use it for other things, like a little bowl, you could use it for whatever, a key bowl or something, but you still also always have that option that if you wanna use it for, you know, snack bowl or a
Right.
salad bowl or for food,
Popcorn bowl,
you still can.
my favorite.
And with every bowl or cutting board, I send care instructions. That way, you
Oh, nice.
kind of know how to
Yeah.
clean it, how to take care of it.
Right.
And then I also send a little bottle of a wood conditioner that I make. That's all natural. So that
Oh,
way,
that's great. You make
yeah.
it yourself.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, with natural oils
Oh.
and beeswax and you
All
know,
the stuff that the
food-safe
wood
oil.
likes.
Yeah, all the stuff that the wood likes, that keeps it clean, that keeps it, you know, sanitary, keeps it hydrated, and then it also helps to bring out the color in it.
Yes,
Because
yes,
wood with a natural finish like that, you know, it's gonna kind of fade over time, but
right.
every time you
Just
put
polish
that,
it up,
every
it
time you
becomes a
put that,
brand new thing.
that finish on it,
Right.
it's just like
Okay,
that.
so this is this the price?
Yes.
Okay, guys, look at this beautiful blue vein going through here. And then he said that the red vein, this is epoxy, but he said that the red is natural, so he just incorporated all of this in, and then the back is even just as beautiful. It's only $100 for this. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
Yeah, that platter and, well, pretty much everything we can, you know, I'm selecting wood that has you know, unique characteristics
Yes.
to it, you know, different, you know, grains or
Mhm.
things, or like, you know, in this one, what, those little knots, or the little things you see there, that's called burl.
Oh,
So,
yes,
I'm selecting wood that just naturally is really beautiful.
It's beautiful
and then,
by
and,
itself.
Yeah, and then in the
But
cases where I use
sometimes
the
when you
resin.
see it in the wood pile, it's not very pretty, but you have an eye for it. So you can say,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that would be really nice with some epoxy in the middle. Look at these. You're
Yeah,
not
that's the
supposed to
fun.
use these for coasters.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would feel scared, but look how pretty. Just having that sitting in your house would be great. And the coasters, how much are they?
25.
25.
Yeah, put that one under
Beautiful.
the
That
category of stocking stuffer.
Stocking stuffer.
Yep.
What have we missed? Some rolling pins?
Oh, yeah, rolling pins, yeah.
Those are
Great for,
awesome. That just
baking-
feels
baking
good in your
making,
hand. Yeah. That's
tortilla
nice.
making, that was the first time I made a rolling pin like that. My mom had a little rolling pin that size that
Uh-huh.
she used when I was a kid for
Yep.
making tortillas,
Nice.
and then it was starting to fall apart, so I made her one, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, make some more. Kinda have
Okay,
all
and then
those-
we have one cutting board, a big cutting board.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. Can you see that one okay?
So, yeah.
That's nice and thick. It's like an inch and a half thick. It's so
Mhm.
smooth. Okay, so how can people get a hold of you?
You can email me, you have my phone number here, call or text. You can find MDA Woodwork on Facebook. You can find it on Instagram, you can find it on Etsy.
Wow.
Everything is available on the website there, mdawoodwork.com, so
You're with all of the social media programs? Yeah. So it's www.mdawoodwork.com, 680-4089. Thank you, Matt.
yeah, thank you
This
guys.
is beautiful. I just love your stuff.
Appreciate it, and thank you all for all the work going into hosting and broadcasting this event.
Thank you. We're having fun.
Good.
Thank you so much for watching. We are so excited to be here with our second episode of the Trinidad Craft Mob. We have so many crafters here in our community and artists who don't have an opportunity to showcase their stuff. So this is really important. Share with your friends, share with your relatives in Cincinnati, and make sure that everybody gets to see all of our wonderful art that we have in our community. And if you want to see more of all of these items, please go to Trinidad Art Scene on Facebook. Each one of these artists is going to have a gallery, and on that gallery there'll be information about their bio and their contact information, and you can see close-up pictures of all of the art that you've seen here today. So please make sure that you share that. In Trinidad Art Scene, I can't tell you yet, but we might have a website with that name later. I'll tell you about that later. I want to make sure that we pay special tribute to our sponsor today, which is Trinidad Higher Calling Wellness Center. And they have 2 locations. One location is at Trinidad Higher Calling Wellness Center on 500 West Main Street. And that's the Oxygen Bar. And they have lots of wellness items. They even have items for your pets. So that's a great opportunity for you also to see some local crafters have got some of their merchandise that is in their store. That is Kim and Robert Schultz have very graciously sponsored tonight and last week's Craft Mobs. They have another location which is on 1000 Independence Road, and that location actually is their dispensary. And Kim Schultz is so knowledgeable about the chemistry and the science behind their products. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask for her personally, and she will really make sure that you pick out the right product for your healthcare needs as well as your recreational needs. So thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to check out our Facebook page. And we also have one more shameless plug. We want to tell you about our YouTube channel, not ours, excuse me. We want to tell you about a YouTube channel, Trinidad Times TV. This YouTube channel, and eventually it will be on Comcast as well, this channel will be simultaneously posting a lot of our events. And unfortunately, they can't do live events. They really, really, really need 1,000 followers. Then they can do things live. So this is your opportunity to make sure that you, again, tell all of your family members in Cincinnati to like our local Trinidad Times TV station on YouTube. Subscribe, excuse me, to subscribe to their channel. And then that way, when we get 1,000 followers, we can do all this stuff live. Okay? Thank you so much for watching tonight, and we will see you soon.
Hi, Trinidad. Guess what? People in Trinidad are not upset about the pandemic. They're just at home creating artwork. That's what we should be doing. Instead of being sad about it, just keep busy. And that's exactly what Sherry Hart's been doing. My goodness, she does hand-stitch embroidery. Come on, this is what our great-grandmothers used to do, and she's taking it to heart, and she's making all these beautiful things for us. So I am going to let her tell us all about them, and I might have a few questions in a minute. So take it away, Sherry.
Hi, thank you. My name is Sherry Hart, and I have Sherry's Handmade Gifts, and I do all hand-stitched embroidery. I do pillowcase dolls, I do sets of dish towels, bibs, pillowcases, and a few other things off and on. The pillowcase dolls were something from years gone by. They're the regular little dolls underneath, and they have little legs and everything. You can dress them and you can undress them. There's no eyeballs to fall off of them.
I have to comment on this, Sherry.
Yes.
I met Sherry years ago, because I have a 16-year-old. I met Sherry at the fairgrounds, and she had these dolls, and my children fell in love with them. And she secretly helped me buy them without my children knowing. And we still have those dolls on their beds, still, at 16 years old.
Yes,
Commercial.
I remember that, thank you. And then my favorite thing to do is dish towels. And my grandmother taught me when I was little. My mother kept it going. I've inherited all my mother's patterns, my grandmother's patterns. And it's kind of like when you see Sheldon going through the comic books. Got it. That's me going through Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, wherever sells patterns. I've probably got the best selection around. I'll show you a few of them that I have. These are already done. This is a set shown, and it's got all aprons. So sure, you can. There's 7 come to a set, and depending on what kind of, how intricate the patterns are, they rate anywhere between $50 and $65 a set.
And there's 5 in each set?
7.
7.
There's
Oh my
7
goodness.
to a set. And they are the large dish towels. They are approximately 30 by 30. I buy very good quality.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is a big dish.
yeah, they're the big ones. And then like I said, these are the only size. A lot of times you'll get the ones that are only like 18 by 27 or something. So there's those. I have a set of penguins that, again, there's a set of 7, and there's just all different kinds of patterns.
And every one of those is a stitch.
Yes, they
Tiny.
take approximately a day and a half to 3 days, depending on how intricate the patterns are. No, yeah, for each towel. So, stuff like this where there's more stitching, then that would take maybe closer to 3 days. But that one that you're seeing right now is called Down Mexico Way.
Oh.
And
That's a cactus.
there's cute, they have a cute little donkey.
Look at the donkey. So I bet your fingers are never standing still.
No, they're
You're
not.
always doing it.
We do a lot of road trips, and I like something that I can't just sit and behave myself. So I have a little box, and I take it with me. And anybody that knows me, they always think it's my lunch pail. It's like that big. It's like, what's in your lunch pail? This is my embroidery.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have a set of his and hers pillowcases. Those are kings. I have a few neon colors on them. So like for grandparents that are getting, their eyesight isn't as good as it used to be, they kind of enjoy the brighter colors.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. I would have never.
One of the things that I do is like custom orders. So I've done several for weddings or wedding gifts.
That would be great for
And they
me.
have like his and hers or Mr. and Mrs. I can customize them to include like wedding colors, the wedding date.
Great.
I had done one that she collected cows.
Oh.
So it had a couple of cows, and they were inside the heart, and it had their wedding date and stuff, and it had the colors of their wedding.
Yeah.
There was one that turned out really pretty that was, the ladies' colors were mint, tan, peach, and pink, but all very light colors, and it was done on vanilla colored and pillowcases.
Yeah.
And it just had an antique look to it. They were beautiful.
Right.
So I get a lot of those. People will call me and say, I want something for my aunt or my grandma or my daughter-in-law, and they collect chickens. I got chickens.
Okay.
I have chickens. I have squirrels. I have almost anything you can think of.
Elephants.
I have
Look at the
penguins and elephants.
Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Okay, so the dish towels, you get 7 of them, and what was the price?
They range between 50 and 65, depending on if they're really a lot of work to them, or if they're more like, like this, those are like 50.
Okay. The Mexican ones might be a little, like these are.
These
are
are
more
about
intricate.
55 a set, But they do take longer
Monday
to
and
do.
Tuesday. Oh, Raggedy Ann.
And then
And how about for
the pillowcases,
pillowcases?
that one there is 20, and then like again, it depends
Is it
on
20
how.
for each?
No,
Oh,
the
20
set.
for the set? Wow, that's really good.
And then for custom orders, it depends on how intricate the pattern is, how many color changes. You can do, there's a style of embroidery where everything in the whole pattern is done in one color. And it's popular, it's like called red work or black work.
Okay.
But that doesn't happen too often. You have to have somebody really that's special wants that.
Yeah.
But if there's a lot of color changes, then, like I said, it would be more, but stuff like that, it's not.
I see you have some bibs for babies.
I do. I had to get something in a hurry when we had to take a hurry up trip, so it's like, okay, what can I take?
What can I do while we're on the trip?
Yeah, so I made a bunch of baby bibs, and they're cotton on the front. They're terry cloth on the back.
That's awesome.
And I've got all kind of things. I've got school buses,
Uh-oh, here's
there's
a Christmas
Christmas.
one.
and here's
And Rudolph.
Rudolph and Donner. That's what I have for Christmas.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then I have like the man in the moon. I have chickens and a puppy carrying his food bowl.
And these are stain proof for the babies, right?
Absolutely.
They're I don't know what they feed them these days, but
Put
they're cotton and you can wash
As long
them.
as you feed the baby only mashed potatoes, they're perfectly stain-proof.
I would think they're, like I said, they're cotton inside and out, so I don't see why they wouldn't be. So
I see something else over there, red and green. What could that be?
these are the little silverware holders, little elf or Santa Claus silverware holders to dress your table at Christmas.
Those
Just
are
something fun.
adorable. Did you see these? They're so
Just to-
cute.
Just to brighten up a little bit.
Let me show a little
Sure.
closer. Look at that. That's so adorable. We need everything we can to keep us cheerful, right?
Yeah, it's just something you just have to play with once in a while. So
Okay,
you can
well,
get a hold of me at hellimom@hotmail. That's HELIMOM. Both my sons are helicopter pilots, so that's where the heli come from. So
Okay.
everybody's like, "Are you a helicopter mom?" I said, well, I may have been, but they're like,
They're all grown up.
they're all grown up now. So, and you can get a hold. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And then I can give you my number. We can talk and see what you want. Since things do take a while to make, as much lead time as you can give me would be great, because I may have an order in front of yours. But again, I'm happy to create something for you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
You have a happy holidays.
You too.
Hello, I'm here with one of my very good friends, KJ Agnello, or Karen Jo. I call her KJ because she's my friend. Anyway, she does all kinds of stuff. I'm sure if any of you know KJ, you know all the kind of stuff that she does. But what we're showing right now is her jewelry. So we have some pieces down here, and then she's got all of these, and she's gonna tell us all about how she imagines all this beautiful stuff. Go for it, KJ.
So I have two lines. The line up here that you see is called Kumihimo, and it is hand braided on a jig. And I take this little jig and I wind up all of this satin cord and crisscross applesauce, and a couple of hours later I end up with the braid. And I can make these in any color combination because I have a whole box of all of the satin cords in different spool sizes, or spool colors, excuse me. So she's showing you one. This is the only one that I have that does not actually have either earrings or bracelets. All of the glass is Moreno glass. I did not make the glass, sorry. But I
But look how
coordinated
beautiful.
all of the glass to go with the color of the satin. So one in particular that was really, really fun was this ladybug. And so I found coordinating colors to go with the ladybug. That's a fun one of mine.
And it has ladybug earrings.
So if it has all three pieces, if it has the necklace and the bracelet and the earrings, it's $30. If it is, there's only one set that doesn't have any, and so that's 20 for the purple one she just showed up. And if it's either doesn't have a bracelet or doesn't have earrings, it's 25. So we're just gonna run through these super fast so you can just get a close-up one at a time real quickly. We'll just pass them to you. There's a blue teardrop. Whoop. There is that one is a musical note. I apologize, I'm not musical. I can turn on the CD player.
That's the treble clef.
Thank you very much. This one I got and made one for myself because it's the same colors that SCRT used to be when I was when they,
Red, white, and black.
but now
That heart is really pretty too. And little earring hearts.
the green and gold. So what I do is I find the pretty glass that I like, and then I go through my box and find the complementary colors to match each pendant. This is a really nice one. It's black and gold and silver together.
Swirly.
My 4th of July.
That could also be Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Island Adventure. To me, that just feels islandy.
So pretty.
Another black and red one that for SCRT. They're not red anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta make myself just a black and white one. Okay. So then, here we go. One more islandy one. Turquoise. And there's a hint of lavender in that one. So again, I can pick out any color, right? So I've got
and the
turquoise
cord.
and lavender and silver in that one.
Your mind can just go crazy.
Yeah, it's so much fun with these because I have all the spools of the satin ribbon. Now I have the Christmas collection, which is what you guys really came to see. This one is a little thicker, and remember I told you on the little, there's different ways you can arrange how you do it. So usually it's left, right, counterclockwise. If I arrange it differently, I can actually get a spiral.
Nice.
And if you look at this one real carefully, you can see that spiral is raised, which works perfectly for Santa.
It does work perfectly for Santa.
And this one is snowman, black and red and white. This one is red and white stockings. And depending upon how I arrange my, how I lay out the cording, the pattern is different. So this one is more like a spiral, but it's not raised. And then this one's more of a checkerboard.
Right.
And this one's a real thick one because I used more cords. I used 12 in that one. The Christmas tree.
That's really pretty.
And then this one is another one.
Just remind us, for the earrings and the bracelet and the necklaces.
It's 30 for all 3 pieces.
30 for all.
But there's a couple that don't have earrings, and so those are only 25.
Okay.
And this one is another one where the green spiral is raised.
Nice. And the cord kind of looks like a candy cane itself, doesn't it?
I just have so much fun doing this. And you don't have to think about it like you do with regular beading, you know? So I can do these in the car.
Yeah.
So then, when I was first looking for these, I had to find some really, really thick beads that would go over this before I found the Morena glass. So I went to Camilla's, and she had some really thick beads.
Curly's beads.
Curly's
We're plugging
beads.
Curly's beads here.
So I have some leftover beads and other baubles, so I call this one my beads and dangles collection here.
Okay.
So I have a half a dozen that are not Christmassy, and you can just hold these all up together, maybe.
Okay.
Or you can put them on the sign. And so there's some hearts, there's a green shamrock, there's a rose, there's a butterfly. These do not have matching earrings. And so these guys are 10 each.
Okay.
Then the next of them, these all have matching earrings, and so these are $15 a set. And we probably, I don't know if we want to bring all the earrings with them or not, but
Okay.
so usually the center pendant has whatever's the center pendant matches the earring.
And they're on this cord.
Some of them are on cords, some of them are kind of on this triple cord with a ribbon in the middle of it.
Nice.
So
And the earrings are little stockings.
And so these are just kind of fun to just put them all out on the beading tray and say, okay, that red one and that green one and that stocking, and play with them. And of course, none of them fit over the very top of the satin ribbon, so you have to painstakingly do the jump rings open on every one of them.
But you're having fun, right?
I'm having fun, yes.
Okay.
Binge watching Netflix. So every one of these is different, but they've kind of got that theme of,
This has bells on it. see, oh, here's some more candy canes. And the earrings are the candy cane?
And these
$15?
look, what?
$15?
The 15 because they come with the matching earrings.
Okay. Oh, here's some snowflakes. And again, all of these pictures are gonna be on,
Yes, you'll be able to see them better. These guys are all on black on the gallery. So the way this works, I don't know if we already mentioned it, that we have a we have a Facebook page called Trinidad Art Scene, and you're going to see that really balloon soon. So right now, all of the artists from both last week and this week each have a gallery. In that gallery, we have information about each artist and the phone number and contact information. So you can go, you can click on that, you can see my gallery. Probably won't be every last one. She probably put them in some collages since I have so many. And all of the artists will be displayed the same way. So again, this is Little Bit Creations, and these are all hand woven Kumi Himo. And I think it's the same exact technology of ancient rope making. Because I was at
that makes sense.
I was at a rodeo and they had a rope display and there's this big thing that turns around. So,
that makes sense,
yeah,
because they're perfectly round.
yeah, so,
And nice and
it's
tight.
called Kumi Himo. And there's so much, I've taught this to kids as little as 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Our homeschool group and our 4-H group. So thank you so much for watching. Again,
And call KJ at 512-560-4180 or kjville@gmail.com.
yes ma'am, thank you so much for watching.
Hello, here we are with another artist. Now, Clay Hart he makes knives. Isn't that cool? To make a knife. Anyway, he makes knives, and he also works into something else, and I'm gonna let him tell you about it. Hey, Clay.
Hi,
Nice
Erin,
to
Penny.
have ya.
Good evening. So Clay Hart, my name, Custom Gifts by Clay is what we're looking at here. So a few years ago, I decided or started thinking about my retirement. What was I going to do? My wife says I didn't have any hobbies, so I decided to get some. The first thing I did is learn how to make knives. So my youngest son taught me how to make knives. And what I start with is a rasp or a file, and this is what a horseshoer might use to trim the horse's hooves. So I start with the metal like this, and this is hardened steel. We'll start with that, and then I work into the knives. So you work with the metal and file it down. You start grinding a little bit and use actually sandpaper, which is amazing that you can bring the metal down with sandpaper. So we make a knife. From the knife, I got into a little bit of woodworking, as you can tell. The handles that you make and shape. There you go.
Let me show it closer.
So we get into a little bit of woodworking and how to attach that to the file or to the knife
That's
blade
beautiful
itself.
handle.
I like to coat them in epoxy, gives them an extra
Yeah,
little layer of
it's very-
protection.
And it feels so nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good balance. So we make the knives and then into the handles. The other thing is you'll see these little knives that I have. These are actually the ends of the file. When I cut for a knife, I may only use this part of it. So I have an end piece left over. So sometimes I'll make these little knives like that for someone who might just want something smaller. Carry around. So do the metal, do the knives, do the woodwork. Well, then you got to have leather sheaths for your knife. So I started getting into making doing leather work, making some sheaths for these knives. You see that?
Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, there's a cowboy hat. Look at that.
So I can put different
You
imprints
can
on there.
Put it on your belt.
Right, so there's a
Through the
belt
loop.
loop there on the back. Different types of sheaths that you might use for your knife.
There's where you.
That way the knife will hang down a little bit lower off your belt.
So something like this, how much would this cost?
Typically, I sell them with, if I was just
With the
making
knife?
somebody, you're looking at $25.
$25 for this sheath and
Just the
it's-
sheath. For the
That-
knives, the knife plus the sheath is, I'm looking at $65.
well, that's not bad. 65. This is
Yeah,
like handmade without that beautiful wood on there. And that fits in here.
you betcha. It fits in securely, so when you're out hunting, walking around, it won't fall out on you.
Very
All
beautiful.
right, thank you. So we get into that, so I get into some leather work. So I start, we make these little holsters. So this is a holster.
Look at that. It looks like a holster.
So it fits
And some flowers
horizontally on your belt.
like this.
Right. So you slide it on your belt, and then your little pocket knife or a little flashlight might fit in there. Something.
That would be good. If you're out walking,
Well,
you know, late at
people
night.
seem to like them. Sometimes
Yeah.
the little pocket knives or something in your pocket kind of get in the way. So this way, it's real convenient to have it right on your belt. It's very secure. I made these smaller ones, and then I got into a little bigger pocket knife, something I might carry.
You made that pocket knife?
No,
Oh, okay.
so I
That's
had a
different.
bigger pocket knife, but so these are a little larger of the pocket knife holsters.
Has a guitar on it. And it
Yeah.
fits like this on your.
It
belt.
does, fits horizontally, and so I can imprint different things, cowboy hats, horse head.
So if somebody wanted their name on there, could you
Sure.
put their name?
You can do
That'd be
names, do
awesome.
initials, you betcha. Yeah, in fact, I just made one for a friend of mine. I put his initials, and he's a musician, so I had a guitar stamp on there for him. So we moved from the little holsters into the multi-tool holders. This is a nice one here. So
So
that
you
fits.
put your, like your Leatherman
The
in.
Leatherman,
Wow.
yes, that's what I make those for. Those are kind of nice, carry that.
Wow, that
around.
looks really sturdy with these rivets in
Yeah,
there. Is that what they're called, rivets?
yeah, rivets, so they
Yeah.
seem to hold real well, not really any sewing
It's
on
nice
those.
thick leather. I don't think it's gonna ever
Right,
wear out.
it's about a 5-ounce leather that
Yeah.
I'm using for those.
That's really nice.
And then the dye, that's a mahogany dye, which I'm liking more and more all the time, the mahogany, a little almost reddish, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's really.
And this is a British tan dye. And then, of course, there's some black dye. So we do that, moving into the different things, wallets. So everybody likes to make leather wallets. So this is a bifold. There you go. Did a little carving on that with flowers.
Oh, wow.
I've made a few of the bifolds. I've made the trifold wallets are real popular with people.
Oh,
That's what I-
trifold.
That's what I carry as a trifold, so it opens up into 3 sections. Lately, I've been making what I'm calling the cowboy wallets, which are like a checkbook looking deal.
Oh,
I didn't have any with me. Make quite a few of those. I just sent 6 of them out to my youngest son to
oh,
sell to one of his friends. So I make those for people, kind of like biker wallets. If you put a chain on it, it'll be biker. And then here's a little, playing around the other day, I got a little basket weave pattern on there.
oh, that's so pretty.
This is a card holder, has some spots in it inside there for different credit cards.
Oh, that's way better than, look at that.
A little small,
Awesome.
fit in your pocket.
Nice thick leather. And it's light.
Very light.
It's not gonna be heavy to carry around.
Another little playing around with this, some of the paramedic people that I know will carry their scissors, again, on their belt. So there's a couple of slots cut here for the belt to go through so that the paramedic scissors will sit like horizontally on your belt. Here's a nice belt buckle, got a little horse head on
It's a
it. little
barrette.
Background pattern.
It could be a barrette.
Oh, great, yeah.
I like that basket weave. That's really pretty. Well, then that just hooks right
Yeah, I like
onto your
that
belt.
background.
Nice.
So do you do belts?
I've done a belt for myself. I've done, a rifle sling, guitar straps. I made, my brother was moving away, so I made him a guitar strap. He's a musician, and so that was kind of a little going away gift for him.
It's really, really hard to find narrow belts for 16-year-old girls who have great big buckles from 4-H.
You bet.
I can't find a small enough belt for her.
Well, so
We'll
what
talk.
what you can do is, we can cut to size, cut the
We'll
belt to
talk.
size, so you don't have to buy just a standard. The other thing I do, of course, is custom work for people. If they want, again, the initials or name or saying or something on a piece, we can do that. You betcha. This is, starts in the winter now, right? So down in the basement, nice bright lights, working on leather, and when it gets dark at 4:30 in the afternoon, something to do. I'll be glad to make anything for people. My email is chart56rn@hotmail, so you can contact me there. And again, I'd be glad to.
Chart is Clay Hart.
Play
C.
hard. 56.
56.
56rn@hotmail. You betcha. Get a hold of me and make whatever you like.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks, Clay, and all your
Thank you
stuff
guys
is
for
so
having
beautiful.
this. Thank you.
Have a great night. Hello, Trinidad. We are here at our second annual Craft Mob, and I would like to thank our sponsors, Kim and Robert Schultz at Trinidad's Higher Calling You. That one is out by Big R, the big green building, and it's at 1000 Independence Road. The phone number is 846-0420. As we mentioned before, Kim is brilliant about all of her products, but also so are all of her team members there. I have been there when Kim wasn't there, and everybody has helped me so thoroughly. It's like, oh, I have this ache. Okay, you need this cream, or oh, and they're so helpful, and they're very sweet, and they usually are just really attentive. Anyway, the other one is the Higher Calling Wellness Center, and that one is at 500 West Main, and their number is 422-8310, and they have a multitude of items there. They have tourist items, they have Colorado t-shirts and socks, and all kinds of beautiful bags. They have oxygen. If any of your family comes to town and they're feeling like they can't breathe, they have little cans of oxygen, and they can just take little puff of oxygen, and then they feel better. Anyway, thank you so much, Kim and Robert. We appreciate you, and we appreciate what you're doing for our community. Also, we would like to thank Tom and Trinidad Times TV 71. This is a YouTube channel, but we only have about 450 subscribers right now. We need to get to 1,000. It's free. All you have to do is push this in the line at YouTube, and then it pops up, and you just push subscribe, and that's all you have to do. Once we have 1,000 people, then we can have free TV all the time. So anytime you want, if any of our artists want to do an instructional video, you can go right to YouTube and say, oh, how does Raggio make that beautiful vase? And he'll have an instructional video there. So, and plus cooking shows and all the different things that are happening around Trinidad. This will be the place to go. So please go and subscribe to this. And we will be right back with our show in 1 minute. Thank you. Hello, here we are with Mary Jo and Badino.
Yes.
And J&J Bonato. And what is J&J Bonato?
That is actually my mom and dad. That's Joe and Jeanette Bonato. And it's kind of been a family project to do some of these things. My daughter Kaylee has helped. And we've just come together and made
M&J's creation.
M&J.
Mary Jo and Mom and Dad.
Yes.
And you all get together and do crafts together.
Yes.
Look at, and this is just a happy table.
Yes.
This is happiness
Yes.
exploding.
Yes.
in our-
Christmas.
yes.
Christmas.
Okay, so Mary Jo, you go ahead, and I'll probably have a few questions.
Okay.
It looks like so much fun.
Sounds good. Well, first, just to kind of show some of the wine glasses, we've got our wine glass candle holders, and obviously the candle comes with them. These are $12 a piece. There's the church with the little tree. We've got, oh, that's okay. Yeah, the candles come off so that way you can replace them.
There you
So
go.
if they burn out or if you wanna use them
So look
real,
at this idea, everyone. This is so beautiful. There's snow on the bottom, a little house and a Christmas tree, and it's all protected from dust.
yes, yes, that's a good thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's
So
Santa with a
beautiful.
little present,
Okay, I'll hold on to the top. Oh,
the silver
these would be
bell.
so great to put at each person. Well, we can't get together for Christmas, but next time,
Right,
next year,
yes.
everybody gets one
To
at their
show.
place setting.
This one's kind of a special one because this is the nativity scene.
Oh.
And I like it because the blue star, the Star of Bethlehem. So, you know, you get a chance to light that and you'll have your Star of Bethlehem, as I like to say. So like I said, those are $12 a piece. And there's more of them, as you can see here on the table. Then we move up,
We got Frosty
yes,
and a red.
and a little red pickup truck, yeah. You'll see a lot of red truck throughout this. That's been kind of the popular scene. This is the little double bears, and that's probably one of my favorite
Oh.
ones that we have done.
That's
Those
really
are a little
sweet.
bigger, so those are the $15. You'll see different kind of price ranges as we go through here.
That's such a creative idea.
They're so much fun just to
Yeah.
find little different ornaments and see what can go with what and what tree
Yes.
and what present and, you know, different little things. This is, I think this is so cute. The reindeers, just being funny with Santa. They
Oh,
gotta
just
have their
hang-
moment,
hang.
you know, yeah, just gotta hang out. And you can change the candle again, like I said, if you don't want necessarily this one, but they light up so cute and are just so pretty. So, there
Says
is
Merry
that one.
Christmas. Look at those wild reindeer. They're wild and crazy.
Yes, they're having a ball, aren't they? This is another one. This is the blue. And I put the silver, but again, you can
Yeah.
also change it and put the blue
That's
if you
really
want, or
cool.
whatever kind of color,
Yeah.
you know, just to bring accent out to them and just kind of give them some kind of.
It looks like Frosty is making his own snowman.
Yes, isn't he? He's having a ball. He's having a ball.
Those are adorable. What a great
Thank you
idea.
so
You guys
much.
are so creative.
Making room as we go. Same thing here with this candle. The candles aren't not glued down, so they
So
can
you
be
can
changed
change
out.
out.
Yeah, so you can even put a red candle if you want a green, just
Wow, that's
to.
a whole
So,
scene.
yes, this
Winter
is the
scene.
little scene. So they have the carolers singing outside the church, the little mouse here, he's playing his little instrument there, and there's, going down the sled, so that's that one. This one kind of goes along with that, kind of ice skating theme. And so, same thing, candle is off again, but we liked the way this was kind of rounded on
Yes.
this, so,
Very good.
and to bring out some of the color, so we chose red.
So something like that, how much would that one be?
So these are 15.
15.
So, yeah, so we're
Such a
just
good
kind of,
deal.
going up as we go, kind of the
Handmade.
smaller, we'll do the bigger, the baskets. I've got some small little baskets.
Oh.
That are just cute, same thing, the candle, so they can just light up a small centerpiece if you have a small side table or a little end table, something that you want to set out.
Or just a housewarming, you know, if you're going to somebody's house, or
Yeah,
just
you
bring
just
this
wanna give a
little,
simple little gift,
Yes.
but it's something
and
that's
it's
sweet.
beautiful, yeah.
And then there's this one with a little snowman on the side.
Oh. Look at that.
The little baskets, they're fun to
So
make
fun.
and different ideas.
Oh,
And this one has just all
That's
the
a
way
chicken.
around.
yeah.
So this can be, you know, you can set it against the wall or against something, or you can have it to where it
Right.
has all the way
Centerpiece.
around. So, yeah,
Right.
so there's that one as well. And then we have the little gingerbread girl in her little basket.
Oh,
And of course the glitter, gotta have the glam and the glitter and the
That's
sparkles,
right.
huh?
that's what
For
Christmas is about.
Christmas. Moving up in that. And then here we're back to the red truck again, as I had mentioned. So we've got this cute little box, you can stuff it, this one doesn't have anything in it, but you can,
Put
put
some
whatever,
cookies in there.
yes, you can put whatever you would like in there, and that kind of goes along with this box.
Oh,
So here's another one that has the red truck on the sides, and then or in the front, and then the Frosty is driving his truck, carrying his camper.
Oh.
Yes, he's gotta be hauling, so that again, you can fill with however you want. And then this one in the front, that is just a regular centerpiece that lights up. I have white candles inside the red, but you can put red, you can put obviously whatever color you want, and those come out.
Can you see that okay?
Bring that one forward.
That is so pretty. I kind of picture this on a mantle,
Yeah,
you know,
yes,
just,
would be beautiful.
yeah.
And then there's 3 round. I have 2 silver. This one has Santa with the present and the 2 little mini presents.
Oh.
And again, I put green. You can put whatever color again that you want, but I just accent and color just to bring it out. So that is the silver Santa, the silver snowman in blue, and that just has, these are glued down, everything except for the candle. And again, if you want the blue candle in there or a
Right.
silver, you know, whichever, you can change
It's
them out.
so fun.
So, just something to brighten the table. So, and then the gold one, I did the church for the gold.
Oh,
So it has the gold poinsettias and then the green candle with glitter to
that's
brighten
really,
up.
yes.
So that's the gold. The red, we have, oh, my little deer, he doesn't want to stay, he's being stubborn. My little deer,
Oh, that's really cute.
and Mrs. Claus, and the little elf. He's going. So, there's that one. Little deer doesn't want to stay.
Behave.
Just to show the lanterns real quick, we've got Santa and an angel.
Oh.
Those are the 2 lanterns.
How much are the lanterns?
The lanterns are 20.
Okay.
The
And this one, how about this one?
Those are 20.
Very,
And
very
five.
inexpensive and beautiful artwork for your.
And the last, just to show, my dad does the paintings. So these are just a couple that I have of those. This is the Christmas one that he did, Joy and Peace.
Oh.
And
Good job,
Believe.
Joe. Look at
The
that.
one I wanna buy isn't the one you're selling.
I know.
You're keeping
He
it.
signed that one Papa, so I had to keep,
You have to keep the.
I had to
purple
keep
one.
the Papa one, yes. Yes. And so we have just a winter scene, some deer, and
So how much are the paintings?
the paintings are, this one is 25. The small ones are,
25 for this.
yes, for that one. 15, I think that's what I put on they're all priced there on the
So
website,
Christmassy.
so
Yeah.
there are those. And just to get these last few, the canoe. This is one of the elk, and then this is with the horses.
Oh, that's a set.
They all,
You have to get the whole set, people.
yes, pretty.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves doing the animals and,
Awesome.
yeah, outdoor
Who knew Joe was an
events.
artist?
Yes, he loves
Yeah.
doing that, so. And we have time. The last three, we have a Merry Christmas sign. This one says Jesus is the reason for the season. And just to show, and then the last one says, oh, oops, it's coming out of the frame. Thank you. And so that is the actual Believe. So those are the ones that we have, and the prices will be listed. So
All right,
if
so-
you would like contact information, please contact me, Mary Jo Baudino, and it's at M&J Creations on our Facebook page. But my phone number is 719-439-8730. And any questions or you want to just see something, please come. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Mary Jo. That was awesome.
Appreciate it, guys.
Hello, here we are with our beautiful artist, KJ Agnello, and she is going to show us all of her recreations. Hit it, KJ.
Hi, so, yep, you saw me just a few minutes ago. So that was creations. Now I have recreations, little bit recreations. And this started with my daughter when she was little, her favorite pair of blue jeans with embroideries on the ankles. She outgrew, she's very tall. So I took, this isn't the one, but I took the ankles off, and I ruffled them, and I made a skirt. And so we started looking for stuff at the thrift stores and stuff, and the next thing you know, it kind of went all kinds of fun stuff that I upcycled and repurposed. So I found those straight denim dresses that, yep, I used to wear, that have absolutely zero shape to you, and overalls. And I would upcycle them and make them into fun aprons. I'm not gonna take each of these off the hanger for you. They would look much more flattering on. And they're a little wrinkly, but each one I try to embellish with some different apron fringes or laces. Again, I try to find all this at the thrift stores and estate sales and stuff, and you go through the box of leftover ribbons and stuff, which isn't enough for a big project, but it's just enough to line. So the pockets were made from the back of this ugly dress, and again, I was able to take straps and make it into an apron instead of a really, really unattractive straight dress.
How much would an apron like that cost, KJ?
I call the large full-size aprons are 20.
Okay.
And then this is another plaid one, and sometimes I can actually take advantage of the existing snaps that are still on there. And this one, actually, I was able to keep the neck, so that it's adjustable because it has the snaps on it. And just have some fun, just a little bit, right? This one, it doesn't fit me.
Oh,
This
really?
No, this one is a toddler or preschooler. I'm gonna say 3-year-old, a little size. And so the straps on this one, I actually found a pair of dead blue jeans and made the straps out of them that way. And I have one more that's an adult size. And because this was an ugly dress, it had the neck already built in. So I was able to save the neck. And I loved the America on it. Found some red, white, and blue ribbon. The back of it became the pocket.
Yeah.
So it's all repurposed instead of having those really ugly dresses. A couple more of these skirts. So this is the first one I showed you. And this one is probably maybe for a 10-year-old. It says 12-year-old. And here's another one with the little appliques that were already on the ankles, and I made them into the skirt. And so I actually like this plaid. I'm sorry, I'm old. I really like this plaid. I think it's called Madras.
It looks fun.
Yeah, it's fun. And these are on a pair of London jean, and I added the skirt on the bottom of it.
Nice.
And this one is an adult 4. These, I forgot to mention, these two the kids ones are 10. And this little one here is also 10. This is my favorite, but I will never ever sew on this fabric again. This was really hard fabric, and it's a double ruffled boot. And this one I just love this one, but it doesn't fit me. Unfortunately. That one's 20 because that one was a lot of work on those ruffles. I love that one. This one to me would be so much fun at a line dance.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, because it's kind of got the Rockies feel on the jeans, a ladies cut on the jeans, and then a fun fabric that was all red. It was a ruffle skirt. It was a big, ugly ruffle skirt, and I put it on and made more fun out of it. And that one's 15. And a couple more that I forgot to show you. I made a couple little half aprons. And these are made out of blue jeans. These are blue jean butts.
Yeah.
So they have some little bling on the pocket, right? So if you don't have quite as much need for a full apron, little half aprons, and those are 10. This one, again, I find different ribbons to put on the bottom and embroider it. And this has some buttons on it. Again, just a little half apron. You know, you don't have quite as much. These are just 10. So a little bit of lace on it. And it has pockets because it was, and this actually has, I think these are called painter's jeans, right? Okay. And a couple other things I repurpose is I take tablecloths and make them into craft aprons. To me, it's not a real apron because my apron is also my hand towel.
Yeah.
So these are really good for decorating Christmas cookies or Play-Doh, and they're plastic aprons, right? and coordinating pockets. To me, an apron has to have a pocket. If it doesn't have a pocket, it's useless, right? Has to have an apron, pocket on it. So I have a couple of these, and then this one has got, snowman on, reindeer and Santa Claus on it, and ribbon. I learned how to make my own seam binding ribbon. I have two of these. This is upside down. This is a little toddler, and I actually have two. So if you have a set of sisters, right? These would probably be from maybe a 4-year-old, right? And then the last thing, and I admit these are not repurposed, but I put a lot of work into this apron, and it doesn't fit me. So it needs someone just a little less endowed. And I love this apron. All the coordinating colors on it. And it's a wraparound all the way in the back. I love this apron. And I'm kind of proud of it. But
That's very
so it's not repurposed, but I had to show it off. And this is a dress that I made. I made a bunch of these for my children. I would take t-shirts, usually try to find them at the thrift store that were fun.
It maybe matches your own t-shirt.
Oh my goodness, we probably made that the same day. Yes, we did. And so I would try to buy t-shirts in the thrift store or something and put skirts on it and make them. And of course they had to match. Yeah. But I would coordinate. The last one is, this one is a 4th of July dress. It's not repurposed at all. It was just, it's a really, really pretty dress. I really, really, really liked. So these are all of my repurposed and upcycled clothes, and you can find me at Little Bit Recreations on Facebook, and my phone number is 512-560-4180, and email is kjville@gmail.com, and thank you for looking, and I can also do custom orders if you're interested.
Thank you, KJ.
Thank
you so much for coming. Hello, Trinidad. Thank you so much for visiting us on our episode 2 of Craft Mob Trinidad. We're so thankful to Kim and Robert Schultz for sponsoring us tonight.
And last week.
And last week.
They sponsored 2 weeks in a row for
2
us.
weeks in a row.
Yep.
And they're with Trinidad's Hire Calling You at 1000 Independence Road, which is out by Big R in the Big Green Building. Very, very helpful people there, no matter what you need, whether it's medicinal or for fun. Their phone number is
Or pets.
846-0420. And then they have Trinidad's Higher Calling Wellness Center. That's at 500 West Main Street. And that has a lot of CBD products, oxygen in a can. Also, you can hook up to oxygen, I think. And their number is 422-8310.
And that location has crafts and t-shirts and
Yep,
souvenirs.
There's merchandise from local artists there. Yes, and plus there's lots of stuff. There's pet snacks with CBD in it that helps calm your pets down, or if they have inflammation. Anyway, thank you so much, Kim and Robert, and we're so thankful to Trinidad's Hire Calling You. And also we wanted to mention the YouTube TV channel, Trinidad Times TV 71. All you have to do is pull up YouTube, type this in, it'll come right up. After you write Trinidad Times, it comes right up, and you push subscribe. By pushing subscribe, we are supporting our local TV station, and it's free, people, so please do it to support our neighbors. Not only that, we're going to be able to have instructional videos on this TV channel by all of the artists you've seen. There's cooking shows. There's government.
They do the broadcast of the Chamber of Commerce meeting.
Mhm.
They do local
City
church
council.
services.
City council.
They do the parade.
Since 2005.
Since
They've
2005.
been doing it.
Yeah, so this is like a really no-brainer. Just go to this YouTube, tap on subscribe. That's all you have to do, and then you'll get to see all of this exciting stuff.
And if we get 1,000 subscribers,
Which we
then-
will.
which we will.
Yes.
As
This
soon
week.
as we get our 1,000 subscribers, you'll get to see us live on that YouTube. And eventually this channel is actually going to be on Comcast as well, eventually.
It was, we're just coming back.
Also,
And thanks to Tom Murphy.
Thank you
for
very, very much to
allowing
Tom
us to
Murphy.
be here and having this for us, because
You mentioned Marion too.
I was going to. And
We're just starting on the
Marion-
thank yous.
Marion Johnson, and he did all the videography today, and.
he's amazing. There's like,
Yes.
Trinidad Main Street is exploding on our feed there. It's really exciting.
And so we were thanking Tom for the use of his studio. He actually has a smaller studio that we used last week. This week, we came up to a larger room where we could really have an opportunity to expand. And we would like to thank him for the use of his building for this. We had a lot of fun coming in here.
Yes.
We also missed, if you really, really liked our shameless plugs over and over and over for our sponsor, if you would like to sponsor us, we would be more than happy to do shameless plugs for you on our next
Yes,
round.
we would.
So we are looking for sponsors. So if you would like to, please let us know at CO Trinidad Main Street at Gmail. Also on our Facebook page, which is Trinidad Historic Main Street page. And let us know, and you can be our sponsor next time.
And then we'll have episode 3.
So 3.
Beware. Okay, do you want to thank all of the other?
Well, there's some other people behind the scenes. As I mentioned before, we have a new Facebook page, Trinidad Art Scene. And in the future, hopefully you will see Trinidad Art Scene as a website, which will showcase all the artists in our community. And the person who's helping us doing this is Anissa Roth, and she is a dynamic person and a wonderful artist. And she came to our community a couple of years ago, and she's got all kinds of wonderful ideas how to really get an online presence for our artists, so that all your cousins in Cincinnati will know what we're doing here. So I really want to thank Anissa. She's doing all behind the scenes, developing all the galleries that you see on that Facebook page. She did all that work for us. She's a web developer as well. And of course, we want to thank the Trinidad Main Street Board, because it wasn't just what you see here. We also had our board, and I don't know all of them by name, but we have Ivory Ray, Dr. Ivory Ray. We have Kim Schultz is a previous board member, but she still likes to hang out with us.
She's our honorary.
We have Cy Michaels, who also is
Honorary.
And then we have some brand new members. I'll let you tell about our new member.
David Slater is
He's been
another.
here exactly 1 year, 1 day.
Right, 1 year. And then we have Tresley Hensley. Tresley, I hope that's exactly right. And also Renee, a really nice person. And Renee helped us out last week. She was our stage manager. Yes.
She did all of the.
She told us when it's time to be quiet. So that was really very helpful. Thank you so much.
And of course, we have Victor Gutierrez, who is our behind-the-scenes liaison from the City Hall.
Yes.
And we have Karen Griego, who is our liaison from the City Council. Right. So all of these people help us as a board to bring things to our community all about Main Street.
Yes.
It's all about making sure that everyone on Main Street, both our residents and our businesses, thrive. And that's what we're here for.
Yes.
What else do we do?
What else do we do?
Well, we sponsor the 4th of July Festival.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
With the
And we had
fireworks.
several cash mobs when the businesses were closed. We actually went into businesses and had live feed like this. So if it ends up that we have to close again, we will be doing that. So any business is interested, get a hold of us and we'll be right over.
And we have 2 more commercials. We are sponsoring the Deck the Halls in the residential. Why don't you talk about
Yes.
those?
Okay, so for the business deck the halls, we have businesses in town are decorating their storefronts.
Like Tom Murphy.
Like Tom Murphy has his and he has music. That is pretty awesome. And you can hear it from the street. Anyway, so please come downtown and look at all the businesses, and you can vote on Facebook at SurveyMonkey.
So you go to our Facebook page.
Our
and then there's a
Facebook
link
page, and
to
there's a
SurveyMonkey.
link to SurveyMonkey. So go ahead and go vote, because we're gonna have 6 winners, and each winner downtown gets $1,000 towards their rent.
So there's no 1st through 12th. It's just
Yes.
6 winners.
6 winners. And for the residential, anybody who's interested in fixing up their house, or they already have fixed up their house and they didn't know about the contest, just call Kim Lopez at City Hall, and she will just take your name and your address down and you'll be registered. That's all you have to do. First prize for the residential is $300, second prize $200, and third prize is $100. So
And is
it's
the voting-
really, you're already doing the work. Let us pay you.
And how's the voting going on that? Is that Survey Monkey also?
That one is gonna be, no, that one is gonna be done by a board,
Oh, the arts and culture.
Arts and Culture.
Oh, two coach, yes. So we have another board. And then another project that we're doing, yeah, aren't you glad you stuck around for all this? So another project that we're doing is we really, really want to showcase all of our businesses downtown. And we have a project with the Chamber of Commerce who received a grant for, prize money. Great, okay? And if you go into a shop, go into Noah's Ark, and it's really hard to spend $20 in Noah's Ark, unfortunately. Try. And you go in, and it also works on gift cards. Went and bought a bunch of gift cards from Purgatory.
Awesome.
And I got one of my little tokens.
Awesome.
And if I get 5 of those little tokens, I get,
You get $20 gift certificate to any of the participating businesses. And so, all you have to do is go into one business, spend $20, they'll give you a token on any purchase that you make there. Then you collect the 5 tokens, you take the tokens to the Chamber of Commerce, which is on Commercial, and they'll give you a gift certificate for $20. What's stopping you from putting that gift certificate in somebody's stocking and let them decide what they want?
shop local, shop COVID safe, and all your money goes to Trinidad instead of Amazon. And then the next time you're having a baseball game and you need somebody to buy those baseball jerseys, guess what? Amazon's not buying those jerseys, right? Our local shop owners are. When we go around doing silent auctions and we go into shops and say, can you please donate a necklace to our silent auction? They're gonna remember that you shopped there, right? So, shop local.
Shop local.
Shop local.
We all love each other and we have to take care of each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
That's it. That's it.
Hey Penny, I
Hey,
think we're
Tom.
6 feet apart.
I think we are.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Hey, this was a long day, but it was a beautiful day. We got a lot done, didn't we?
We did. I didn't even know that we had this many great artists in our town.
I know, from the first show to this show, and there's more people coming.
Yes.
So we're excited with Marion on board too. We're going to do some things even better than what we've done before. But I just want to let everybody know that we were streaming for several years, but YouTube changed their policies. So now, please folks, if you would, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And the really big news, Trinidad Times TV 71, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. We've done funerals, church services. Government, we usually don't do live. There's a long reason for that. But I've done sporting events, all sorts of stuff. And we're going to do more of that. The big news, and I've been telling some people about this, but my cable channel 71 it's been on since 2005. But we generally were just on the weekends.
Oh.
But come the end of the month, we're going to be on 24/7. So, you know what that means? We're going to have opportunities for the artists and other people in town to be able to do more, to get the word out. We're also going to, layer that with social media and YouTube. And I'm really excited that somebody new in town with Marion Johnson is going to help me do a lot of this. So you feel the energy in Trinidad?
Yes. It's building.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we're all like the peak, becoming a park. Anyway, but I'm happy that I can make my facilities available to you
Yeah, we're
guys
so thankful.
because it's, we're not using it the way we used to, and we have so much talent, and people just don't know about all of them. I didn't know some of these talents that you bring
Right.
in.
Right.
So with that being said, we'll wrap it up. And thank you, Marion,
Thank you,
Karen
Marianne.
Joe, and everybody. And please go to Trinidad Times TV 71 and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost a
One
thing.
button push,
But
one button.
once I get to 1,000, I can start streaming again. So thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you so much.